talking arts and culture here in Western New York. We're back with Eric Goldschmidt, who kind of has his hands full. He's, of course, from the McCorney Museum of Glass. I'm going to put on my safety glasses as I join you over here. Things are nice and warm, as they always are whenever you join us in studio. And you're making us a pumpkin today to welcome the first day of October. How's it going so far?
Well, things are going very well. I'm going to inflate the glass a little bit here and continue with some shaping. So I'll just blow this out a little bit.
And this seems like it's going to be a nice size pumpkin, right?
Yeah, this should be a pretty substantial one. And we're in Buffalo today because we're partnering with the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra.
Now, this is a really exciting event happening tonight. I want to make sure everyone hears all about it and all of the details. Tell us about the behind the scenes of the planning for this special night.
Yeah, so we'll be over at Kleinhans Music Hall. They are delivering a show called Dark Secrets, Bluebeard and Chihuly. And Chihuly is one of the most famous American glassblowers and glass artists of our time and really of all history. And he designed the sets for the show. So we love the idea of partnering with another wonderful cultural institution, and especially when there's an amazing glass artist involved as well.
And if people are unfamiliar with Chihuly's work or think that you're unfamiliar, you're probably not. These glass, what do you call them, sculptures that he creates? They're incredible.
I would call them sculptures, absolutely. And he's made some brilliant works that people have probably seen in all sorts of different institutions. We have them very well represented at ours. And yeah, it'll be wonderful to see the sets that he's designed and to see the show.
If you haven't seen them before, they're larger than life. They're taller than you and I, bigger, heavier. They a lot of times look like the glass is dripping or actually moving. How does he create that effect?
He does it with quite an amazing team. So he will tend to have his teams work out of furnaces filled with molten glass. So the process I'm using here is what's known as flame working, which is a little better for slightly smaller objects.
Okay.
And we have a ton of his work at the museum. And flame working here, like what I'm doing, well, this is just one good example of all sorts of demonstrations that we do at the museum every day. And this really is a great time to visit us down there as well. We're really
a nice drive right now too, with the fall foliage.
It's beautiful. We drove up here yesterday. It's just over 2 hours through beautiful foliage. And if you're tempted by things like glass pumpkins, this is a really good time to visit us. You can watch our glass artists make fall-themed items. Many times a pumpkin will be seen.
Do you get a lot of requests for pumpkins this time of year?
We do get a lot of requests for pumpkins, and people can actually come visit us and make their own glass pumpkin as well in our Make Your Own Glass workshop.
Do you get to keep the glasses, if you do?
We like to hang on to the glasses.
And just for everyone at home, we need to be wearing these glasses because how hot is this flame that you're using?
This flame is about 4,000 Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's pretty
warmer than
toasty.
other times, I have to tell you. It must be because it's warm outside. The last time you were here must have been chilly out. It feels really warm over here. All right, so we're going to keep working throughout the whole show. Great job. You always have to be interviewed while you're doing something very complex over here. But he's going to keep going in this area of the studio as we continue today's show. We're going to be back in the kitchen when we return, but we will show you the finished product of Eric's pumpkin from the McCorney Museum of Glass at the end of today's show, or whenever he finishes it, though. But when we come back, we'll be with Exit 2 Bar and Grill because it's all about their beef stroganoff recipe in the kitchen today. This is Winging It, and we will return shortly.
On KISS 98.5.